Good morning, 5B. Today you're working on your own, so this is your welcome video. I am going to be available during office hours if you want to pop in. I had been trying before to keep the first half for fourth graders, second half for fifth graders, but there really isn't that much traffic right now, so feel free to pop in if you need help anywhere between 2 and 3. So today is Kaf Hey, the 25th of the month of Iyar. And we are learning Parshat Bamidbar at the beginning of Sefer Bamidbar, and candle lighting will be at 7:36 this week. Let's look at Sfirat HaOmer. Yesterday we counted the 39th day of the Omer, so we are ready to go ahead and count today's. And today's got some nice even numbers and patterns in them. I like that. So here is our bracha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat haomer. Hayom 40 yom shehem 5 shavuot v'chamisha yamim laomer. Harachaman hu yachazir lanu avodat beit hamikdash limkoma bimhera v'yameinu amen selah. So today is the 40th day, a nice round number, and it is the 5th week and the 5th day. So Yasher Koach, let's move on and see what you're doing. Today, your assignments are really mostly located on a Padlet. Now, I know you've done Padlets with Mora Ilan before, those of you that have Hebrew with him. Padlets, I'm going to show you a picture of our Padlet in a minute. But I've been able to put pretty much all of your assignments on the Padlet today so that you can do them all right there. There's going to be a video for you to watch, a text for you to study, and an assignment where you ask some questions. Very thoughtful questions. So I also want to remind you to check your email because some of you still haven't sent me all the missing decoding pages I need, and I really need to wrap up this project. Mr. Rosner wants it finished. So if there were any decoding pages, I would have sent you an email telling you what it is you needed, and there might be multiple emails because I sent out one for every page that was missing. And please get those finished up and into me, and then you will do your exit ticket. Let me show you what the Padlet looks like. Here is our Padlet for today. What you see in the back is Mount Sinai, or at least where nowadays people call Mount Sinai. We don't know it was the actual Mount Sinai. It's interesting, though, to see the terrain and see the land there, because we know that at the time that Bnei Israel was there, that there was grass growing around it, because God tells everybody not to have their cattle right at the bottom of the mountain grazing at the time when God is appearing to them. They have to move their cattle away. And there's also a midrash that says that the whole mountain and all the surrounding area bloomed with flowers before the Torah was given. So it's just interesting to see what the environment looks like today. So if you look at this page, you'll see the 4 boxes. The first box here on the left is a Shavuot video. If you look right above the S in Shavuot, you'll see the little circle with the play button. You click there and it'll start the video. But it might just start it really little. So click the full screen button so you can see it bigger. It's just an overview of Shavuot, and that's what we're getting ready for. So look at the overview of Shavuot. And as you know, when we talk about Shavuot, we actually talk about what happened on Vav Sivan, the 6th of Sivan, where God revealed himself to the whole people of Israel at Mount Sinai. So your second box is from the website Sefaria, which is a great place to find all kinds of things related to all kinds of Jewish texts. I have created on Sefaria for you a text study that I want you to do. Now you're free to read it in English. I'm not expecting you to do it in Hebrew. But I want you to read it closely in English. And if you care to look to the side and look at some of the Hebrew, I believe I highlighted some of the words that I thought you might be most interested in. So look through that. Your goal here is to get a sense of what's going on the mountaintop before the Torah is given, but I also want you to look really closely and think critically about the text and the way it's written, because I want you to ask me 2 questions about that particular text. So I don't want easy, obvious questions. I want questions that show me you've thought. And I'm also going to tell you this. Don't copy someone else's questions, okay? Because you're going to see other people's questions on here. And I'm not interested in seeing the same question over and over again. I want to hear what you're thinking, and I want to know that your brain is working, all right? So the next thing you're going to do is challenge number 1. I meant to take off challenge number 2. That's going to be something for tomorrow. Challenge number 1 is simply for you to look closely and carefully at that text and come up with 2 interesting questions based upon how the text is written. And don't tell me you can't find any, because there are endless questions that can be asked about this. So look carefully. Probably any verse or almost any verse you can ask a question about. So you're going to post those around. To post on the page, you can go over to this little red dot with the plus. It'll bring up a box for you to post into. You're just posting text, so you're going to just type into it. And ignore the second box, challenge number 2, that is not for today. All right, I think everything's clear here. You can always get in touch with me if you have a question by email at any time, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if not then, during office hours. I hope you have a great productive day of learning, and I will let you go.